The sun hung low over the dusty village square, its heat pressing down like a weight. I stood at the edge of the makeshift track, my bare feet digging into the dirt. Winning was everything to me. Every breath, every stride, every drop of sweat. Today's race wasn't just a competition. It was my chance to prove I was unstoppable. Two other boys glared at me, their muscles tense. The crowd buzzed, their whispers sharpening my focus. But one figure stood apart. An old man with eyes like cracked stone, silent and unreadable. My pulse quickened. Why was he here? The starting whistle pierced the air. My legs exploded forward, dust swirling around me. The others matched my pace, their breaths ragged. I pushed harder, lungs burning, vision narrowing to the finish line's frayed rope. The crowd's roar swelled, a wild, hungry sound. Inches from victory, I glanced back. The old man hadn't moved. His stillness unnerved me. Why wasn't he cheering? I crossed the line first, arms raised, but his silence gnawed at my triumph. The villagers chanted my name, yet his eyes stayed locked on me, cold as winter. What did he see that they didn't? Again, I demanded, sweat stinging my eyes. Two new challengers stepped forward, taller, fiercer. The crowd gasped. One had a scar splitting his brow, the other's hands were calloused from labor. My chest tightened. This wasn't just a race. It was a test. The old man leaned on his staff, watching. The whistle blew. We lunged forward, elbows clashing. Scarboy hissed curses. I stumbled, rocks biting my knees, but surged ahead. The finish line blurred. Victory again. The crowd erupted. But the old man's face darkened. My smile faltered. Why did his disapproval feel heavier than their cheers? The square grew eerily quiet as dusk painted the sky orange. Another race, I insisted, voice trembling. The old man stepped forward, his shadow stretching like a claw. Behind him stood two figures, a blind man clutching a cane and a frail woman hunched with age. Laughter bubbled in my throat. "This is no race," I spat. The crowd murmured. The old man's voice cut through the tension. "Run!" The whistle screeched. I bolted, leaving them behind. But as I crossed the line, the silence choked me. No cheers, only the old man's stare sharp as a blade. What had I done wrong? The crowd's eyes burned into my skin. My trophies felt like stones in my hands. The old man approached, his steps slow but deliberate. "Race again," he said, softer now. "Finish together." My chest heaved. Together? With them? The blind man's empty gaze met mine, the woman's knuckles whitened on her shawl. Reluctantly, I took their hands. Their skin was paper-thin, trembling. The whistle blew. We inched forward, my legs screaming to sprint. The crowd leaned in, breath held. Every second dragged. The woman stumbled. I caught her, my impatience clawing at my ribs. "Slow down," the blind man whispered. "Listen to the earth." Dust settled on our linked arms. The finish line seemed miles away. The crowd's silence thickened, suffocating. With each step, pride warred with shame. The woman's labored breaths echoed in my ears. The blind man's cane tapped rhythmically like a heartbeat. I matched their pace, muscles twitching. Why did this feel like losing? The old man walked beside us, his staff thudding in time. "This is the race," he murmured. My throat tightened. The crowd's faces blurred. Confusion. Then dawning understanding. A child clapped, then another. A ripple became a wave. We crossed the line as one. The village erupted, not for me, but for us. The old man's weathered hand clasped my shoulder. "You asked why they cheer," he said. My eyes stung. The blind man smiled. The woman hugged me, her tears dampening my shirt. The trophies in my hands meant nothing now. The old man leaned close, his breath warm. "You thought victory was a finish line. It's a bridge." The crowd's joy wrapped around me, brighter than any prize. For the first time, I saw beyond the race, saw them, saw myself. The old man's eyes finally softened. "Now you understand."